Hello and welcome to the live stream. Good to see you. Happy Easter. And well, let me know where you are calling. Let me know where you are watching from, even anywhere in the world. My name is Ewan and welcome to Mobile Livestream Success, the channel and the community that helps you be able to make money using anything you wish to create any content that you want without using expensive bulky equipment by using your mobile devices. So I'm going to be going through some of the amazing things that you could do and hopefully inspire you today. And toward the end of the stream, I'll take some questions and answers. So the very first thing that I would love to hear from you is, can you see me and can you hear me? We're going to be streaming tonight live in two places. One is over on my Mobile Livestream Success community and the other is over on the Mobile Livestream Success YouTube channel. So if you haven't already checked out the channel, or if you haven't already checked out the community, the links for these will be in the description, hopefully down below both of these videos. Drop a comment in the chat, let me know where you are watching from. I'd love to hear from you, and it's something that I'm going to be doing hopefully very regularly. So if I get UK based audiences, I will do them around about this time, so 7 PM UK time. And if I get mainly US audiences, I might even change the time to a little bit earlier in the day. So my plan is weekly to go live around about Thursday, possibly Monday, possibly Thursday. I'm thinking about Thursdays in general. And I'm also wanting to try and build up a community as well. So I've got the Mobile Livestream Success Facebook community. So if you want to search that up on Facebook, come and join in and let me know if it's something that you want to be able to use and create content for whatever niche or niche you are in using just your mobile devices, because it is so surprising how many people want to live stream, want to share their skills and passions, but get trapped behind that barrier of using big, expensive, bulky equipment that they've then got to try and learn how to use and try and put in place. But here in my little Matchbox studio, I use my mobile devices and I literally just plug them into power, join them all up together with one iPad, and I make magic happen. So let me just take you a very brief studio tour. I can just change over here with a tap of basically a tap of a screen. You can see my over-the-shoulder view, and you can see I'm using this iPad here. I'm going to go back to a top-down view. Now I do music tutorials and things like that over on my other YouTube channel, Ewan Smith Music. So I have a lot of things designed here for my top-down music view. I've also got a screen that I can share on my computer, and I also have brought in another iPad to show you roughly lots of things that I'll be doing on a second iPad and how you can basically do this too. So the aim of today is we want to be able to help you by the end of the live stream to basically learn how you can use mobile devices to create content that earns you money, makes you money, and also allows you to get that autonomy over that big, expensive, bulky equipment. And of course, in modern times, trying to save money is a massive thing now. And if you can use the devices you've got at your disposal, so your phone or your tablet, you've already got those in your house, some of you have, then you can absolutely do amazing live streams using very simple technical setups and lots more. So before I go all in, let us just simply say, if you've got any comments, then drop them down in the chat down below. I will feature them down in the, I will feature them down below. So make sure that you do that now. Leave a comment below and I will feature the very best ones, the ones that I think will be really good for my community. And any questions you've got, do also drop them down in the chat and I will feature those as well. So this environment I'm showing you now can not only support live streams, but it can also support Zoom calls that you'll be doing. You can also live stream to LinkedIn, to Facebook groups, to Facebook pages, to Facebook profiles. You can also live stream to Twitch for all of you mobile gamers out of there who want to live stream to Twitch. You can do that too, and also something called RTMP, but I'll go into that at a later stage, I think. So without much further ado, let us go into just talking about what this wild thing is, how anyone can make music using their mobile devices. So for some bizarre reason, I have got an over-the-shoulder view, so I'm just going to go back to my face here and do that as well. Now, where else would you be able to do that live? When you realize you've got an issue with a camera and then you'll be able to fix it. So it'll be very difficult to do that somewhere else. But here, touch of a button, it's absolutely fine. So you'll see on the screen here, I've got a very short presentation I'm going to be sharing with you to give you a bit more insight and hopefully inspire you to get some ideas. Okay, so first of all, I just want to explain that I am Ewan and I am a content creator, I'm a tutor, and I'm also a composer. And I've used the mobile live stream environment to be able to put forward lots of different things, live streams, tutorials, how-tos, all these sorts of things. Really useful to be able to create content just at the touch of a button. And I decided to create Mobile Livestream Success because I realized that there was many coaches out there that really struggled with the live element of their video. There was many tutors out there that really struggled to get across some very simple concept but in a very interactive way. And of course, since we've been through some major upheaval with lockdowns, etc., then it's been really even more vital to be able to use these things and use equipment that doesn't break the bank. So I have grown a successful YouTube channel and a website, social networks, and I've basically just done that through making videos. And ultimately, that was what was important for me, making videos, sharing content, building a community, and this allowed me to do that. And I attracted companies who were interested in partnering with me and sponsoring me as well, and also building relationships with audiences, because ultimately it doesn't matter what niche you're in, building a relationship with an audience is the best and most amazing way that you can build that trust and that ability to sort of get audiences to feel confident enough to be able to get in touch with you, ask questions, and then hopefully get their problem solved. And that's hopefully what I will be able to help with you today and in the future too. So basically, I've always been passionate about gigging and content creation and promoting skills as well. And really, at the time, I felt a few years ago, I was a little bit disillusioned with my job in the UK. There has been quite a lot of government cuts, especially to creative subjects, to the arts subjects, and even more importantly now, but creative people need to find an outlet for creative content. So it's creating videos or editing videos in a really unique way. Learning how to do all that is super important, but of course sharing with any skills that you already had, even more important. So then I decided to say, right, well, I need to find time to be able to share what I can do and feel I can do well. So I really liked performing, I really liked sharing skills, I really liked showing people how to solve particular problems. And so I thought, how am I going to be able to do that if I cannot afford to hire a room, or if I wasn't very confident in using a streaming PC, for example, that required a big bulky machine and an internet connection, but then having to learn how to use software such as OBS and having to learn all the other things that everyone was talking about, such as Photoshop and all these sort of big, expensive, complicated creative environments that really were for the high-end professionals. Where was I going to fit in? So I discovered an app that allowed me to use the equipment I already had, and using my abilities to try and design lots of different things, using lots of different views, and create an environment in a very small room where I could, have an environment where I could share my skills and my passions with people using lots of different outlets, Facebook and YouTube and many, many more. So I decided to think, well, what's it going to be like? I can see so many different problems with live streaming. How am I, as a beginner, going to be able to create something that's engaging, create something that's going to have interaction with the audiences? So I really sort of set about trying to find ways to really build that up and trying to find quick ways that I could just go live, not have to worry too much about it, and have everything in my fingertips of my control. So I decided, therefore, I knew what it was like having to take on board all of these new ways of working. It can be quite overwhelming, and you think, well, am I going to get it right? Is it going to go right? Are people going to think I'm going to be quite, good at it? Complicated setups really worried me. Am I going to have to save up for a PC? Am I going to have to take time to learn how to use them? And also, the main thing is as well, the resolution for a lot of these live streams can be so poor. I didn't want to have to live stream in 720p with a substandard computer that wasn't going to be able to support a good quality live stream. So tonight I'm basically live streaming to both Facebook and YouTube in 1080p. So do let me know if that's your experience as well. And I wanted a solution that was simple and easy and accessible and powerful to be able to use, to be able to hit all the things I wanted. I wanted to live stream, I wanted to do it quickly, I wanted to do it creatively, and I also wanted to be able to save my videos very quickly so I could then re-edit them within an editing software such as iMovie. And so I discovered Switcher Studio, the iOS app, the Apple app that was basically in its infancy about 7 years ago. And I discovered it purely by chance, quick web search, and I discovered it and I downloaded it, and I downloaded it to my original basically my iPad 3, and I think it had an Apple iPhone 5S. So I used those two devices, one to basically control the stream and the other to basically be a camera on my face as well. And we'll explain also through the course of this live stream that not only can this camera be an amazing resource to be able to allow you to not only can this camera be an amazing resource to allow you to use it as your live stream camera, but you can also use your device as a camera in all of your Zoom applications and lots of other things, as well as having this multi-view environment as well. So imagine what that could do if you were doing coaching or doing tutoring and you were using Zoom or any other environment that required video. You can absolutely do this amazingly well. So I set off to do that, and I was really quite excited by it. And I hadn't really been creating content that long, and I sort of thought to myself, well, this uses my existing equipment. I don't have to spend anything extra, and really I can live stream to YouTube and all the places I was hoping to grow on with fewer than 1,000 subscribers. In fact, even this channel now, I'm streaming on the YouTube channel for Mobile Livestream Success and also my Facebook community. But the YouTube channel has got, at this time of recording, about 37 subscribers, of which, if you really would like to be a part of the community and want to help grow this channel, then don't forget to hit subscribe down below this live stream as well. It'd be great to have you on board. So you can do that, whereas before you would need to have, I think it was either 50 or 100. You can do that with literally setting up a YouTube channel tomorrow, and you can go live straight away, as long as you've verified your channel through your mobile phone and all these other things, giving yourself a good email address and verified your channel using just a contact number. So all these things were super important for me, and you can do quizzes, you can live stream sports events, gaming events, music events. You can do music production. You can bring in movies already. You can upload things to the cloud and draw it down and have it done live. So, for example, if you were to upload a bit of B-roll, for example, a piece of footage that could go over your existing video, then that would be so good as well. You could have overlays, audio clips, and so much more. In fact, there's so many audio clips built in this. And importantly as well, you can bring in other chat guests as well. And guess what? They don't need any software. They just need a simple link. They can just join easier than Zoom. So basically you can create live streams anywhere that you wish, and this applies to any industry. This applies to any niche or content focus, and it will change your ability to produce what you do, but also make it more immersive and more interactive with your client base. So for example, you could be a sculptor, you could be creating things and designing things, and you maybe want to show insight into what you're doing creatively, and you could set up a couple of cameras, control them, go live, take a Q&A, interact with your audiences, so much more. And then that's got power, because then you can bring your audiences to your website or into your environment if you want to then help them maybe buy some training or share some resources that will help them do the skills as well as you are. So there's lots of scope and lots of potential here as well. So people have built a trust, and they know and they like and they trust me, because I built over 1,000 subscribers on my main YouTube channel, which is Ewan Smith Music, and also this second channel, which for me is a bit of a labour of love. It's a bit of a passion of mine to use mobile live streaming and get people involved, not just in using the environment, but also to really boost what they're doing creatively. So if you're a coach and you're really thinking my Zoom masterclasses are not very exciting, then you can use this environment not just in live situations, but pre-records as well. And it's very simple to set up. It does not require much technical know-how, and all of this I go through in the training as well. So I really like it, and of course I built up, well, it says here 1,500 audience over my socials. It's a lot more now when I last did this live stream, but absolutely I love it, and it's growing my audience, and they love what they see and they want to know how I do it. So I decided to try and teach them. you can have all of this too. You can have the ability to get paid whilst you create and edit your videos. You can build your growing loyal audience all online. You can have great live streams that have got good social interaction. You can create training for online communities using purely your mobile devices. And of course, it doesn't matter if it goes wrong live. There will always be a backup recording kept on your device, which is the genius. And then you can then repurpose it, re-edit it, put it out there as well. And you can even promote branded merchandise. Now, if I just whiz over, and I'll just show you an example of this actually. If I just whiz over to my iPad here, you've got a very basic sort of setup with this particular one. I've got lots of different sort of things that you'll see on the little screen here. You can have titles that'll be going on. You can have a kind of starting soon. You can edit all those. You can also have something called live selling videos. So these that are appearing on the screen here, you can have live Q&A. You can also bring in an actual camera view to have behind any of these. And you can either have them, in fact, I can show you an example actually here. So I can show you an example on this one, which would allow you to sort of see an overlay. Again, this is what I'll be doing for my Ewan Smith Music channel. I'm going to be designing some of these for the Mobile Livestream Success channel and showing you how you can do the very same. And not only that, but you can actually go back into the iPad and you can have, you know, different B-roll that you could bring in. You could have, for example, you could have different multi-views that you could have. So for example, you could have one multi-view and another multi-view if you had cameras connected to this one. So I'm using two iPads. So basically you could have, for example, multi-view where you were doing this, and maybe what else could we do? Yeah, so you could have lots of options and opportunities. So yes, I absolutely love it, and I think you will too. So this is just a little test sort of device that I've got here. It doesn't actually have the full functionality because I'm using the full functionality to go live with you today. So that's the important thing. So we're just going to switch back to me. And as you can see over my shoulder, you can actually see I'm actually changing the angles. I can actually tap between them so I can go back to me here. I can then go back to my top-down view. I can even have multiple views. So I can even have this as well, where I can actually show you multiple ways. So as I'm changing my settings on the iPad, it's looking quite good. And I can have lots of these, and these can all be saved. So you don't even have to re-engineer them or reset them or whatever. You can easily do that. So it's quite good fun, and I absolutely love it. So what we're going to do then is we're going to carry on with the presentation. Any questions you've got, just let me know them down below and we'll get you all organized. So next we are going to have a look at basically I'm going to help teach you how you can do all this as well. So basically I can tell you how a live stream on Facebook got me noticed by companies and it grew my audience exponentially. I'm also going to help you to let you know why you don't need to be good in front of a camera in order to be able to create amazing live streams. And I'm also going to help you to be amazing at mobile live stream production anywhere, even with just one mobile device. And I will stress this is mainly I found successful with the iOS Apple devices more so than Android, because Android are made by lots of different companies and they don't tend to quite integrate as well into a multi-device live environment. So that's why I talk about mobile devices, and I mean those iOS devices as well. So basically what I'm offering you today is a chance for you to ask questions about this, but I'm offering you the chance to create amazing live streams using your mobile devices. I'm also giving you the chance to build audiences and give them exclusive experiences based on your skill set and your niche and your content creation ability. And if you're a coach, a way to really enhance some of the training videos that you provide for them. I'm also going to give you the chance to showcase and knowledge your skills in any niche online. So in other words, anything that you wish to do to be able to enhance what you do. So you could be someone who's a lutherer, you could be making instruments, or you could be doing carpentry, or you could be doing gardening, or you could be doing cake baking, you could be doing fitness, you could be doing health and well-being, you could be doing financial matters, you could be doing anything of the sort. And rather than just doing a piece to camera where you're just doing a piece to camera just like this. You could have other engaging things. You can have multiple views. You can have ways in which you can engage your audience. You can look at titling that you can do. So for example, if I wanted people to comment or interact with the live stream, you could comment down below. And all this is within the reach, within fingertips. So again, you're not having to click any buttons. You're not having to move a mouse. You're just purely hands-free, engaging with the audience and allowing them to see you create and do your creative skills online, and it's helping you really engage with your live stream. And lastly, doing all of this, grow your income and build those partnerships online as well. So my training, which is by application, is for anyone who wants to be able to do the following. So if any of you who are serious about learning to live stream using iOS mobile devices, so you could be a teacher, you could be a consultant, coach, chef, any content creator, you could be a speaker, you could be anyone involved in sharing your skills and experience and your ability online, and that's super, super good. This will be absolutely invaluable to you. Any of you who want to grow your audience in any niche or content market, so if you're looking to grow clients for a particular online digital business, this will be a really useful way to be able to record very quickly, very high quality. You do not need any expensive equipment like a microphone, because modern phones, especially the Apple ones, have got excellent microphones that really could pick up the human voice very well. And lastly, any of you who want to make amazing videos and live streams to engage and to get people aware of who you are, what you do and what you're about, very, very, very important that you get the chance to be able to do that. So democratizing these skills, and by allowing you to be able to do these skills fairly early on, you'll get more confident and you will become much better, and your message will become much clearer as well. So moving on then, who is this training not for? Well, really, this training is not for anyone who don't like watching training videos or don't like wanting to be a part of some training, who maybe lack the time or maybe feel that because of their technical expertise, they maybe aren't going to be able to do that. So this is for people who want to think positively and who have access to an iOS mobile device. It can just be one device, it can be 2 devices. You can have up to 9 devices within the environment that I've just been showing you. And also, this is not for people who are not serious in boosting their audience and growing their online presence as well. So I'm looking for people who are really keen to really push what they've got already, take it to the next level and really showcase their skills and their experience as well. So this is basically, if you are someone who's worried about, I'm not sure if I'm going to be good, then do not worry. Any questions you've got, feel free to drop them in the chat down below, or also feel free to drop them in the comments. Even if you are watching this video live or if you're watching on the replay, then let me know. Either way, I will still respond even when this live is over and the replay is up. Do make sure you comment below and I will answer every single comment, every single question, and also help to share that with the community because these are valuable. So you might have some questions already. I want to give you 1 day's live training, but the application is by application only, and the link is available down here. So if you type in the link that's on the screen, so https://bit.ly/MLS free training, all one word. So basically, if you were to type in bit.ly/MLS free training, then it will take you directly to the application page, and then you can be a part of the community and also be a part of the live training which I've got planned for you as well. So all it is a series of short questions. Let me know where you're at, let me know what you're thinking about doing, and if I think you're a really good fit, then we'll take it forward and we'll jump on a call and we'll have a good chat and I'll find out more about you, and then we'll get you involved in the training where you can take things to the next level as well. So that's super important and that's going to be quite exciting as well. So I'll leave the link on the screen and I'll just carry on talking. In terms of, if you're not sure what it is that we will be covering how to craft an immersive live experience for your audiences using your mobile devices. So I'll take you through the setup. I'll take you through how you can create some really good high quality assets that you can use, some transparent images, some transparent video, titles, lower thirds, these kinds of things. And if you're not sure what any of these are, don't worry, I will explain what all of these are. I will show you how you can make money live streaming without any expensive bulky equipment and using a mobile phone. So the monetization of live streams is a big thing, because obviously everyone keeps talking about, oh yeah, you can make money online, but of course if you're not really sure how to, then this would be for you as well. Third thing, making multi-view productions that you can broadcast live. And I say or record, you can record these as well as go live and repurpose them, and they can be recorded in full HD. And there is, I believe, an update coming soon that will allow you to do this in 4K as well. And if 4K is something that you would like to do, it's difficult to live stream in 4K, but certainly recording in 4K is something you can do to make even higher quality videos for your audiences and your clients. And lastly, how to broadcast anywhere. Not just broadcast to one specific place, but you can then multi-broadcast or multicast to several different places. You can also cross-post as well, which is quite exciting. And then lastly, you can even broadcast to places like LinkedIn, where you can really have a business clientele, or YouTube, even without 1,000 subscribers. I think they've dropped it to 500 subscribers now, but even then, if you're starting out and you want to do a YouTube channel, literally you can go live straight away with this environment as well, which is amazing. So any questions, I will take those now, and I will also preempt some questions as well. So if you're really sort of not sure, don't be afraid. Drop them in the comments down below, either on the live or on the replay, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. And on the YouTube channel as well, again, just drop them in the chat. And also, if this live stream is over and you're rewatching it, then drop them in the comments down below this video as well. I'll answer every single one of them. So every time I do this, the amazing thing is I always get asked in terms of what do I need to be able to do this? What is it that I will need to be able to do to do a live stream? What is it I need to be able to do? I said, well, you'll need to have a well-lit space. You don't have to use any expensive lights. It just has to be well-lit. It has to be fairly neutral. And also you need to have a position for your device. So if you're using your phone, you either need to have a stand or some sort of shelf that you can lean it against to be able to make it just nice and steady, to be able to make it so that you can just have it. And you don't even need to touch the actual device once it's set. You can leave it be, have it on power, and so if you're near a power supply or a power block, then that's even better, but you don't have to. You can easily get a good 2 hours of live streaming with the phone fully charged. The older the device, I tend to find the batteries will drain much quicker, but the newer the device is, I often find that the battery tends to last that so much better. And if you think, I'd really like to have the ability to put the light on and stuff like that, well, within the environment you can actually do that. So I can show you that when you've got your devices connected, then you can then actually switch the device torch on. So you don't even need a light. You can just have the torch coming from the device onto your face, and as long as you're relatively close, maybe about half a meter to a meter away, then that light will really go well and showcase your face rather than it being in complete darkness. You know what I mean? So yeah, you can sort of play around with the light. So I use a mixture of natural light and also soft photo light, but I did not have that straight away. In fact, even if you look at the earliest videos on You and Smith Music YouTube channel, you'll find that the videos are very poorly lit, and also in the days before my brace as well, but the videos are really poorly lit and they were not particularly sounding good. But you know what was important, because some of these videos have racked up quite a considerable number of views. The fact is, you press record, you get the video out there, and something is better than nothing. So it's super important to be able to remember that as well. So other questions that I would get asked would be something like, do I need any technical experience? And I say, well, no. All you got to be able to do is to follow tutorial videos and to be able to follow the setup, have a go, press and record, and using the Facebook community, basically check in. So you could then share some examples of what you've been doing. We'll then go into how you can make some of the things like the titles. So if some of these are stock titles. So basically you can talk about these stock titles. You can go into other overlay options as well, like I showed you before. You can import different things like images that you can have. You can have up to several different views. So you can do them on the fly like this. So you basically have them like this, or you can preset, prearranged views that you can then save, and then you can have them ready to be able to come back to. So you can have lots of different views, and they tend to be really cool as well. And yeah, you've got so many different options. You've got so many different options, and I absolutely love the fact that you've got so many different options as well. So yeah, you can have some sounds as well. You can trigger sounds. You and there's so much more. You do not need technical skill for that. You just need to be able to know how to edit and know how to tap with your finger, and you just know how to have the device position. Now there's lots of things that you can build over time. You don't need to have the perfect setup straight away. You can keep it super simple like I did. The other thing you can do as well is you can also, as I'm doing with this presentation, you can also mirror in a computer screen. So for example, if you're wanting to do tutorials online, to save you have to spend so much money on screen recording software like Camtasia, or if you really found difficulty with QuickTime and then having to bring in your own audio, as some people do, just having the ability to mirror your screen to an iPad to then be able to show tutorials just with a simple camera overlay on top using a computer, and it could be a PC or a Mac for the screen share. You could bring in that screen, you could overlay your camera, and literally as I'm doing now, you could be looking at basically having that really nice. So interestingly, that let me just bring back in my screen here because it seems to have disappeared. So yeah, you can literally bring in your computer and then have your face overlaid over the top of it as well. So it's very, very simple to do as well. Now there's a few people in our household who are using devices, so that can compete if you're using Wi-Fi, but you can also connect via wired as well. So with a simple adapter attached to your device, you can be plugged into Ethernet. You can even broadcast not just within a home environment, but you can even broadcast outside of the home environment as well. There's been plenty of examples of people who do that, and I go into that full detail how you can create a mobile roving studio as well. And there's plenty of companies, even one in the UK, who specialize in this purely on location live streaming, and they do a brilliant job, and the equipment to be able to do that is even cheaper now as well. So if you're looking for a higher end broadcasting quality, then we can go into how you can do that as well. We'll go into details about the microphones and the sound and things like that, how to get the optimal sound. Again, when you're just starting out, you do not need to spend money on a microphone. They do say that having a good quality camera will be the aim of the game. So if you've got a good quality camera, then that's fine, but having really good audio is even more important, because I mean, a really rubbish quality of video, much like this, if I'm blurring and causing the camera to go crazy, at least you can still hear what I'm saying. So it's the idea of being able to be really flexible with your setup. We can go into all that detail as well. So very important then. So if I just go back to what you'll get as well, what you'll get will be some really cool things. So if I go back to here, so here's what you're going to get, and this is literally some of the things that we'll cover, and we'll do this in one day. So by the end of the day, you will have so much at the end of your disposal. There'll be a nominated time which will go live, and if you miss that live webinar, we will of course provide the recording, but really important that you do the actual application first. So basically the application is here at bit.ly/MLS free training. Make sure that you are able to go and do that and apply, be part of that community, learn something amazing, and take your live streaming to the next level using your mobile equipment. So yeah, I'm going to leave the live link on the screen there, and have a look through parts 1 to 4 again. See if it's relevant for you. There's so much more that I've not talked about in this live today. There's so much more that's potentially amazing that you can absolutely crack on with. There's so much potential that you can use your mobiles for. And if you want to be able to learn online skills, learn how to promote yourself, learn some social media posting cycles, learn some things like how to create the assets that you need for your live streams, all within a very simple, easy to follow set of tutorials, then this one-day training application is absolutely for you. So I'm going to leave the link on there for another 30 seconds or so. If there's no more questions, what I will do is I will just say thank you very much for attending, and for those of you watching on the replay, thank you very much for watching on the replay as well. As I say, I'm going to be going live weekly. You'll see some content appearing on the Facebook community, so make sure that you have joined that community. You will get so much more value from being a part of that community, to sharing your questions and getting those answered by the community there. And also make sure you hit subscribe, as well as be a part of the YouTube Mobile Livestream Success community as well. and I will be doing some more of these in the coming weeks, hopefully on a Thursday, maybe on a Monday, but we will see. Look out for announcements on those very, very soon. And thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for attending, and I will see you in the next video. Look forward to speaking to you soon. Take care. Bye bye.